I've been 3D printing FDM molds to make silicone parts for quite some time with a high degree of success. With the addition of the FormLabs Form 3 and now the Form 4, I'm able to make very high fidelity silicone parts that are just on another level.
My name is Eric Strebel. I'm an industrial designer. Welcome to my channel about product design and making.
Do you ever get home with all your things, but you have nowhere to set them, so they all just end up in an ugly, disorganized, and hard to work with pile like this, causing you unneeded stress? Well, don't let it ruin your life. Just get an Alfred backpack hanger. It's reliable, versatile, sturdy, and it holds your stuff. Available in stainless steel and aluminum. Get yours today.
This video's sponsor is Jiga. It's one of my new manufacturing partners. I create the CAD, I upload it, I specify the material that I want, I pick the vetted supplier that I like, kick off the project and pay, communicate with them if they have any questions, wait for the part to show up, and boom, you get something like this. Check them out for your next project. Jiga.io. Oh, I love saying Jiga. All right, let's check out the FormLabs 4. This is the first time that I'm showing this. And full disclosure, they did send me this machine in exchange for a series of videos that we're making together to showcase the Form 4 and some of the technologies that it has and can do. This is one half of the mold that was printed in clear on the Form 4. And it was created from this CAD data that you can see here. And as a matter of fact, both halves were created in CAD, of course. So this is the other half of the mold printed and very easy to pull it off the Form 4. The Form 4 has a bigger build plate and works differently than the Form 3, and the nice sort of metal adjustable flexible build plate is pretty nice. Just flex that build plate, it pops right off. Most parts do, not always. And here are some additional parts that we're going to use for this project. These happen to be little buttons. They need to be popped off a little bit once the surface is curved. Also printed on the Form 4 in clear. And these are the two halves of the mold. I'm going to pull off the support material here on the one. You can see how nice it comes off. Pretty nice. And some of the yellow stuff here, this is from the flocculant that we use in the IPA cleaning system to help bunch up the particles from the resin wash station. And I have videos on that too if you want to check that out. And then this is how the two molds go together. Let's put some silicone in between these two halves of the mold. It doesn't take very much. I think this is probably 10 grams of GI 1040. Again, we use this all the time. It's a Shore 40 silicone, and mix it up really well, especially when it's in a low volume like this. All right, we'll degas it, get all the air bubbles out. I'll give you a little bit of backstory on this project. Essentially, a client came to us and wanted to simulate button presses on a keyboard type device. And we said, sure, yeah, that's well within our wheelhouse, especially with this Form 4, to make you these technical, high fidelity silicone mats. And so they provided some data to us, and then I made the molds from that data that you see here. And essentially they're going to be different length button presses and some different thicknesses of the wall thickness. And then that's really, that's relatively easy to simulate here with the right tool, of course. Now we'll put the silicone in here, and it doesn't need to be on the top because buttons go in those places, but we want to get the silicone flowing in everywhere. And then we'll put the top on. You'll notice the extruded channels on the top of the mold here, and this is to allow the silicone to escape during the molding process. So I'll put a piece of glass on the top here so we can get some even pressure on the entire mold, and then this allows the excess silicone to breathe and come out. And so silicone is only filled where we need it. You can see it's coming out of this weep hole here in the front, so relieving any pressure. Essentially, this is a gravity fed. Let's demold the part, and we'll take all the clamps off, take the glass plate off the top, and take a look at the parts that we've made. It's silicone. Nothing sticks to silicone too much except for silicone. This comes off, and we have all the extra silicone that's leaked out the vent holes at the top, and this is pretty easy to remove. We just tear those pieces off. Relatively straightforward. And then a little bit on the desk here, and so that's waste. Now, I have these holes on the side, and they're meant for screw holes. You could drive screws in there, and I forgot to tap them after I printed them. So I'm just driving the tap in here, and then that's splitting the mold in half and allowing me to access the part. And much easier to split the mold that way. And so you can see there's variations here on this silicone keypad. And we're going to do a little bit of cleanup on this. And so this is a test bed. So we have to remove the silicone, a little bit of flash on the middle, and this stuff is pretty thin. I mean, this stuff is paper thin right here. And we'll just do that with an X-Acto. We'll clean that up. And then this is where the buttons will go that we printed earlier on the Form 4. If you want to get a Form 4, it's a fantastic machine. There'll be a link in the description, and you can get a $500 discount on the purchase of a brand new machine. You have to go through FormLabs, through their sales channel, but you can use the code and you will get $500 discount on the machine. All right, so these are the 3D printed buttons. I printed some in white and some in clear. And again, they release very easy from the supports as well. They need a little bit of cleanup, which we're gonna do, but the fidelity is top notch on these parts, and they release really nice. And then we got some clear ones here. And I'm just cleaning them up with a little nail file. This works really great to clean up the touch points on the supports. And I'm not going to finish them or prime them or paint them or do anything like that for this video. It's just a sort of demonstration of the technology and the results that are achievable with a machine like the Form 4. And so we'll just clean these up, and then we will bond them onto the silicone. Now, we're going to bond this on with some super glue, but you can't just super glue anything to silicone. You need an activator, and we're using a special activator, and then this is here what we're brushing on this activator onto the silicone, and then we're coming back with super glue, and we're putting it on the buttons, and then placing that where the activator was, and then that allows the super glue to bond. And I believe the activator it's a chemical, and you can see it kind of warps the silicone there a little bit temporarily, and I believe it's heptane. But I'll leave a link to the kit as well. And obviously being able to bond something to silicone is pretty amazing, because nothing much really bonds to silicone other than silicone. But this gives us button presses, and it's a little floppy here because there's no grid system or anything to hold the silicone in place. But normally you can see the dots here, and that would lock them into the system so that you could test the button presses. And my client had that. That's not something that we handled. But here you can see sort of the different travel distances and the different wall thicknesses that were used. And this is just a fantastic way to prototype something like this.
Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Make sure to hit the bell so you get notifications every time I have a new video. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Botzen Design. I'm now on Blue Sky and unfortunately still on Instagram. Rock on. Don't forget to check out the t-shirts and hoodies in the merch shelf below. Click here to check out some of the other design and making videos that I have that you might enjoy.